trying to remember.
No, good memory.
Gotta level up before you die. Next one.
Live.
You're muted on stream, Evil.
I forgot to press the button. That's my bad. Everyone else, you guys can be heard. I can't be. So, again, hello. We're live. Episode 3. Alien-Avariya. Underneath Baz's camera there is a Foundry image of our map that we're currently seeing as well. You'll see the green dot here that I'm sort of circling, and you'll occasionally see a ping on the map, just so you got more of an idea of sort of where we're at and what's happening. And you may see an image or three pop up at there from time to time also. These will be images that Baz is providing us just to show what we see. So I will turn it over to him. Anyone in the chat, please let me know if the audio from Foundry, aka music and things, is too loud. I have reduced it a little bit. We did have an issue with that last time we played. It was a little loud, but it should be fine. The adjustments are all.
Sweet. So, just before we jump into it, you guys have if you wish so, you have some experience points, I believe, between game 1 and game 2. You got 3 points each, which is 3 and 3 makes 6. 5 experience points allows you to do a couple of things. So I don't know if you guys have had a chance to have a look.
No, I haven't.
So you can add a talent for 5 points, or you can add a skill point for 5 points. Obviously, if you add it to your main skills, strength, agility, wits, attributes, strength, agility, wits, and empathy, that can bring up your other scores. I believe that's how that works. Haven't done it in a while, so.
So, for example, if I wanted to spend 5 XP to maybe give myself a point in close combat or stamina, that's what that's for, and those skills, or just the main skills?
I will double check. I believe.
I think for the attributes, it's a maximum of 5. Yes.
I believe the attributes is a maximum of 5. Yes, it will be for the skills from memory.
So
I'm just on the rulebook at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
From memory, I think it was the skills. So yeah. So it
We'll
would be
go
the
with
skills
that.
branching off from that.
Sweet. And then and the other one is your talents. So each of you has talents in your character list. So
I've got
which I've got that page open right now.
Yes, I've got reckless at the moment for my main talent. But I'm going to take a skill anyway.
Okay, what skill are you going to take, Evil?
I am going to increase my. I'm going to increase my contact to 3.
Sweet. So spend your 5 experience points and increase your contact to 3. For those of you who want to take talents, I've got the talents pages open, so just let me know. Evil, if you're happy with that, I will move around the table. I'll go to Drax next. Muted Drax.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Stuff things. Yes. I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Don't have a clue?
I want to give myself another 5 points of health.
It doesn't quite work that way.
I don't know. I'm looking at too many things. I need a bigger desk as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can only do one thing at once.
So we can have a look at general talents here. Healer is one of them. You are resilient and recover quickly from injuries. Healing time of criticals is hard. So I'd have to quickly look up healing time, but it generally helps you with heal. But there's roughneck talents. We've got resilient, long haul, and true grip, which you've got one already, right?
I've got resilient. The hard thing is that I don't want my characters to survive. So
I know the chances of that happening is slim anyway.
It is slim.
So
there's another general talent called Tough. It increases your health by 2.
yeah, I'll go with that.
All right, so spend 5 points and you get Tough as a talent.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Too many windows open.
Okay, around the table to Dill.
I think I'm going to take banter
Nice.
to help lower the stress level.
All right, and is that under you or is it under a Marine? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's we go down 2 steps in a safe area if we take a rest.
Nice.
Instead, anyone within short range.
That is a very handy thing for where you have just gone. So good call.
Yeah.
It's a good game call, Dill. So spend your 5 points on that. And last but not least, Grim.
I think I'm going to make mine a bit thematic because we're talking about using the bolt gun as a weapon, and he's got one, so I'm going to put 1 in ranged combat.
Beauty. So 1 point in range combat. And there we have it. A nice, easy, quick level up. I should and will link the pages for talents and level ups next time, just in case. Some of you, I think you still got access to it, but there's the general talents. Beauty. We shall leave it there and begin. As you guys do your sheets and whatnot, I shall read the recap. So, Mr. Lister had sent an umbilical over and it was attached to the Avaria taxi. After discovering most of your large items had been torn out of the cargo bay, the rest of the team joined Mr. Lister on station. Lister had also found a dead body in the first airlock. It wasn't fresh and had been there a while by the looks. The team then met up and found the station dark and seemingly empty at this point, but showing signs of maybe old battles. There were marks of weapon fire, there were marks of old dry blood stains, a broken malfunctioning android was discovered. And during this discovery, a data pad was wrecked while trying to figure out how to get the lights on. A secret key card enabled the team to find a map and proceed to put a call across the station to see if anyone responded. A reply did come, eventually, scared and with a warning for them to keep quiet. Androids, not long after that, came rushing, brandishing weapons and stating something about a quarantine and sickness. The team of the Avaria then hid. You all stayed as silent as possible until the androids found someone else to bother. Cautiously, you moved on through Rayas Station, looking to go to the main control room, but you had to navigate a locked door, and then you found the control room was locked as well. The control room had many still figures sitting in chairs, and while debating whether or not to enter this space, a large creature dropped out of a vent above the control room. It loomed in the shadows, seemingly searching for something before it exited in the same fashion that it entered. You all then found yourselves moving in the opposite direction, hoping to get to the armory, or at least follow Nessa through to science labs. You wanted to hopefully discover what was wrong with the androids and what the creature is here. And probably how the hell to get out. The door to the left wing was denied, and it made an audible decline, sending androids running your way. The Avariya crew, that's you, quickly try to hide, with Steely tripping over the emerging monster's tail. And, luckily, the monster didn't notice you, but began to rip apart the oncoming androids. You all moved into a passenger medbay right at the end of the last session. And that's where we find ourselves as you enter the medbay door closing. Dark in here, only the low-lit floor light, as we've mentioned before. The corridors outside were light as the androids had moved through, so you had quite a spectacular lighting there. But in this room, it is dark. The lighting much similar to if you look at Evil's or Grimm's cameras, that low light almost from underneath. You are in the space, and I will ping it on a map, of the passenger medbay and bathrooms. You're in at least one medbay area. All
I'm just going to pause that music. Ambience remote said had an alien in it, which I'm fitting, but
no problem. As you hear the banging, thrashing noises outside the medbay, as whatever creature this is deals with the androids, or the androids are dealing with it. It's hard to say. The door is closed, and it is now over to you, players.
I think Kane at this point, I mean, with the noise that's going on outside, he's just telling everyone to shut up, be quiet, stay low, stay hidden for as long as possible.
Anyone else?
No, this sounds like sound advice.
Sound advice. So, I need all of you in this room. You're going to make a stealth roll, including with your stress dice.
So that is
And that is mobility, attributes, agility, mobility.
mobility. That would be a horrible failure on my part.
Oh dear.
No stress on the no failures on the stress die, but no
Just no
successes
successes.
either. Nice, no successes.
I have a 6 on each.
Nice, that's good. Success.
So that's 3 plus 1 plus stress, right?
Correct,
Being
yes.
3 in the middle.
Yep.
So it is.
I had a success on the stress die and nothing else.
Beauty. Well, there was no critical failures, and that's the main thing.
I got 2 successes and nothing on stress.
Nothing on stress. Good. So, Kane, I believe the only one with no successes. I'll say you, with your team being as quiet as they can, but with all the noise outside, I don't think you're a loud, noisy type of person, but probably quick to be sort of leaning against the door. You're all puffing, sweating, but Kane notably, as he leans on the door, thunk, as you hear all the thudding outside.
I'll retcon that slightly.
You can retcon that, sorry.
Having a prosthetic right arm,
Good call.
I would say he's moved to. I'm assuming there's like a port window, little window in the main door. to
Absolutely.
look out into the
Yep.
corridor.
There is a small window in the main door.
So going to sort of just peek to see what's happening, exactly that goes to sort of lean into the door, but just inadvertently hits it with his wrist and back of his prosthetic arm, which is metal on metal, giving an audible sort of clink sound.
Yeah, makes that sound. And the head, the eyeless, very smooth, shiny head swerves to the door and then back to the androids as they are. You can see through that port window they're hitting it with stun battens, and it recoils but to very minimal effect, and the window is then splashed with white foamy goo, that of the android internal, and blocks most of what you can see now. With all of you in the space, you can hear each other heavy breathing. You can hear and even see in the low light the sweat from your brows. Nessa sitting there. Oh shit. You can see she's not freaking out, but she's very just on stress level 9. She's right up there. She's like, okay, all good.
I think Kane is too. Like, even though he's a veteran, he's a seasoned veteran of the Colonial Marines, he was still only a pilot. Like, he had seen active combat. Hence the reason he lost his arm in a crash on a planet. So it wasn't through open combat or anything like that. So I think even he'd be slightly stressed. His heart rate's up, his adrenaline's running, a little bit of PTSD, if you will, sort of creeping in, and his good hand, his real hand, instinctively goes to the pulse rifle round that he has strung around his neck, just sort of holding it probably a little more tightly than he would normally, just trying to calm himself.
Is that your personal effect?
It is my personal effect.
If you spend at least 15 minutes in this space holding on to that personal effect, you will lose a point of stress, as will the rest of you have you something similar. Around the room. Lister. What are you doing?
Lister's come down a bit, if only because he's on that stuff. Like, he's on the stuff.
He's on the drugs.
He's on the source. So he's thinking, maybe not thinking clearly, but he knows he needs to be quiet, and he's looking up at the ceiling, and he's thinking about how that creature came into that other room through the vents, and he's looking for the vents in this room, like, to see. And he's considering his bolt gun. He's like, it's probably not going to hold the vent, but like also the bolt gun's going to make a lot of sound if he tries to maybe secure that that vent a bit. So
cool. I will say the first thing you want to do is make an observation roll, and then we can decide what we'll do after that. What I'll also get you to do, make that observation roll, but just keep it to yourself for a second while I go around the room with everyone else.
All right.
Okay. Steely. What is Mr. Steely up to in this point?
Oh, I think knowing that I just got that talent makes kind of sense that I'd be kind of like not openly talking, but like quietly trying to like calm everyone down.
Absolutely.
In a way, because
we've seen
in his head, I'm the one that's like seen the most in that sense, I guess.
Absolutely.
In combat kind of stuff, and I already did it with Nessa before, so that'd be more where I'd be at.
Absolutely. So activating your talent, and just remind me again what it does. You have it in front of you there.
It says your stress level and the stress level of everyone in short range drops by 2 steps instead of 1 for every turn spent resting in a safe place.
Okay, so there it is. Where he said he was having trouble in this speech.
I can't hear him say he's muted, but I can't unmute him.
Mute him. We'll give him a second. So this scene, I guess, in this room, we'll class this scene as a 10 to 15 minute rest. So I will say everyone can remove a stress, and everyone else can remove a stress on top of anything you might remove as well. Sound good? Good talent, man. Good talent. No rolls required for that. And Drax, how are you? Can you hear us again? Sweet.
That's weird. I'll fix that.
You're talking about the team. You think you're your own team or the crew of the Avaria here.
In the lockers
Yep.
that never came back again. Oh, it's mine. These miserable people stealing my tools again. And between that, he's basically stewing in his own mind that they've stolen his tools from him.
Okay. So just what you missed while you were off screen here for a bit is Steely, Mr. Steely the Marine, has sort of talked everyone calmer, and you are able to remove 1 dice of stress. So even anyone who hasn't already, remove a dice of stress. Back up to you, Grim. What did you roll for observation for Mr. Lister?
I got 1 success.
1 success.
On a base die.
Excellent. So you look up at the vent. Yeah, your plan is to maybe secure the vent, but you don't want to make too much noise, right? But because you rolled a success, and even with a low light in here, you glance around the room while everyone's calming themselves down. You see something on the floor. Is it a body? In the corner. It looks old, similar to when you first walked into the ship. It's over near a mid-bay bed. The blankets on the bed look like they've been used. There's something next to the body. You look up at the vent, then you look down to the body again. I guess, do you venture a closer look?
Yeah, I think you would at this point.
All right. As you get closer, you see next to the body a creature, almost like a dead spider, but much, much larger. Hopefully that came through for you all to see.
Yep.
Chat can see it as well.
Much larger on the ground next to it. The body looks like it's got marks along its face, and then its chest is erupted, much like the one you saw earlier. The old dark stains of however long old blood lying there. Next to this body, next to the creature on the ground, is something else. It's a cutting torch. And you can see the on-off button, battery pack, everything there's with it. It's sort of a large, handheld cutting torch with a screen on the front. Used for welding closed or cutting open panels, doors, any sort of welding or cutting you'd wish to do.
All right. Well, pick that up. Like, he'll do it slowly, like looking at this this thing that looks like a cut open chicken with extra bits.
It does indeed look like some fingers and a tail and some weird gutsy bits, but they're all old and, it's not dissected looking. It's just that's the under carapace of it, almost crab-like in some respects.
Yeah. All right. So he's aware the cutting tool is not going to help him secure a vent. It'll do the opposite. So
You can use it for both. It's for welding.
can I use it? Oh, I can weld it.
Yeah, weld and cut, yeah.
Alright.
It's 2 settings. But you can see a vent above. Every room seems to have either a wall vent or a roof vent of some description, depending on the size of the room. They have multiple. This one has 1.
All right. So first he's going to test to make sure it works
All right.
before he gets carried away.
You pick up the cutting torch. It normally has a power supply rating of 5. That's at full. It currently has 3 bars of power. So it's like your little battery symbol of 5, 3 bars of power. As you get closer to the person on the floor and pick up the cutting torch, this person's wearing a jacket and he's got his ID, whatever card you want to see there, but it's broken, it's snapped in half, whereas maybe had some attack, and there's some other bits and pieces lying around him.
I might check out the body a little bit. See if there's anything useful.
The others of you in the room playing the calm game, you see Mr. Lister move over to the body and pick up something in the dark. And Lister, I'll get you... Oh, you've rolled a successful observation before, that is correct. I will tell you what you see. Under the right arm of this dead worker, according to the card, he's a maintenance worker, there is a stun ban. Also power supply 5 normally, but 2 remaining. And he also has a credit stick and a data pad. Credit stick is like a USB stick, and it has money on it allocated to person.
Yeah. Lister will pick all of that up, and when he picks up the credit stick, he's like, if I get the fuck out of here, this will come in handy. He'll slip it in his jacket pocket.
Pressing a little button on the credit stick shows it as 500 credits. You have 500 credits to add to your... Providing the rest of the team are happy for you to pick all this up, because they're there watching you pick all this up.
I mean, I think Kane specifically is focused on the door. Still, like he's in sort of soldier mode at the moment. He's watching the door. He has his pistol's not drawn, but it's there. He's sort of focusing on his breathing and still hanging on to the pulse rifle round, but just watching and seeing what he can see out that window, just to make sure nothing's coming through that door. So he probably wouldn't be paying too much attention to what Lister's doing at this point.
Lister doesn't care if they see either. It's not like he's trying to be covert or anything.
Good as gold. Steely, your focus point, are you watching Lister or are you watching the door? I know you're talking to crew.
I'd be talking to like Nessa. I feel like she's like our main break point. Because, I mean, they're, roughnecks, ex-military, so she's the one that I'm, like, mainly trying to keep calm, because if anybody's going to start, like, screaming, freaking out, it's probably her. And she's the only woman, so, like, just one of those situations.
Absolutely. Easy enough. Talking her down is probably a good idea. Like you say, she's fretting, she's sweating, she's sort of, I believe she switched weapons with you. She gave you her pistol and she's now holding a bolt gun, and she holds the bolt gun but is just loosely holding it. She says, I'm good, I think. As the noises outside the door dissipate and you hear the creature to the roof and then move away in the venting again. Every now and then you hear it move back over the space and then off again. I'll leave it to you.
Right. So once Lister's got all that stuff, he's gonna approach the others and sort of indicate that he's gonna try and weld the vent shut. He needs everyone to listen for the sound of that thing, because obviously he doesn't want to be making a lot of noise. And if anyone objects to what he's about to do, it's their opportunity to say so.
And immediately offer the help. It's like, dude, what do you need me to do? Like, you need me to hold something? Continue to watch the door. It's up to you. What do you need?
Just listen out, and maybe one of you should come over here. And he kicks the thing on the ground, the chicken thing, just to make sure it looks dead, but like he doesn't know. He went through mechanical things.
You kick it, and its little legs just move from your kick, and that's it. It does nothing.
What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna walk over and hit it with the hammer I have.
Just you hit it with a hammer, poof, and thankfully it's long dead. It more crumbles than it doesn't bleed or anything as such like that. It's been long dead, but two of the legs will sort of crumble out of the way as you smash it with a hammer, and you can see from your marine detail that it is dead.
I don't like spiders.
It definitely has a spider look to it.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna weld this vent. It's not gonna hold it back. I mean, the fucking thing ripped through those fucking androids.
So
This welding's not going to be stronger than that.
The vent's made up of a series of flaps, and you've got two types of vents: circular ones that sort of come together like a shutter on a camera, and then the vent you've got, which is flaps that sort of fold together like that, and they just slightly overlap. So with the overlap, you know you can start using the torch. Okay, so you're going to make 3 rolls for the torch. To see how long it lasts. Battery power hasn't been used in a while. It's got 3 battery points on it. So we'll make the first one now. Power supply roll is just I believe, let me just double check. It has 5 batteries. So roll 5 dice. And if you roll any natty ones, it loses a point of power supply.
Yeah. So are these the alien dice or regular D6s?
Regular D6s will be fine.
Okay. So we want 5 D6. I think that's right.
Looks like space.
There's 1. 1.
One battery life.
So during that welding session, you lose 1 battery life. That's right. So as you guys can see, the panel over the cutting torch now switched to welding mode is now welding through these panel flaps as he spends, I would say, the next 10 minutes moving around the flaps with that first weld move. The credit stick you've pocketed, the data pad, what have you done with that? Put that in your jacket as well?
I might pass that to Nessa, even if it's just for something else for her to do. I'm like, here, take this.
All right, Nessa takes the data pad and the stun baton.
I'll pass that to Logan. I'm like, yeah. Hey, fatty, you ain't got anything. Take this.
When we got on the ship, he takes the stun baton. He says, when we got on the ship, I didn't see you having the welding thing put in storage. You steal that out of my locker.
Yeah, I fucking did. I know you're more used to being at this end of the baton, but you want to hold it from this end, mate. And he, pass it to you.
Logan resists the urge to test it on him. Wait a second, I gotta roll the dice here.
Yep, absolutely.
Waste a charge on electric.
Right, what's your roll, Drax? You going to destroy him or not?
No, he resists the urge.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you take the stun pad, and Nessa takes the pad and she clicks through it, turns it on, and it lights up the data pad. You now have a working data pad again. She looks through it and she goes, oh, this is weird. This guy's received a colony report. He had a friend in the colony called Officer Jensen. It says 10 years ago, roughly, a survey team found an unknown organism near the cave systems on the planet below. It says here, no clear taxonomy. 2 colonists, Simons and Clements, are missing. Search teams dispatched. Others in the survey team are showing signs of illness, discoloured, swollen veins, fatigue, and an aversion to bright lights. And that's where the log ends. That's weird.
Does it explain any of this? Like, 10 years, that's a long time. Like,
Well, how long have we been afloat for? Was it 30?
was it 400 months according to the log?
So 33.3 years, I think that works out about. I do the math quickly in my head.
I think that's about right. I sent an instant report back to WayU, but obviously now we have no way of receiving it unless I can maybe hook the data pad back up to the Avaria, which I could do remotely. Maybe see if we've got a response.
She hands the data pad to you and says, yeah, it hasn't been turned on in a while, and it says it's uploading, but take it. And she hands it to you to do what you need. You now have the data pad.
So I wait for it to do whatever it's doing, any updating it's doing, and then I will remotely connect the Avariya to the Avariya's mother and look for any new messages that may have come back from Wayu.
It's been
Only been a couple of hours.
A few hours at best, maybe 5, 6. The Avariya's mother system clicks back through the data pad and says, no incoming messages as yet. Expected message time 24 hours.
Yeah, I think Marcus knows that, but he just, again, it's just almost a thing trying to help calm him down and maybe help calm the others as well. Just see that he's doing something, maybe trying to get a little bit more information.
As you're seeing things happen, another report pops up on the log, on the data pad. It's a secondary colony report from Officer Jensen. It says, the message tag, it's like an email message tag, says, attacks increased. Multiple injuries reported overnight. Victims described something fast, low to the ground, and they fired their weapons on it, but caught each other in the chaos. We've ordered all the other colonists to remain indoors until further notice, but Grayson was brought back with something attached to his face. They put him in medical, but it doesn't look good. And that's the end of that report.
Instinctually came a walk over to the body on the floor and checked his name tag.
The name tag on the body on the floor, I guess thankfully, is not Grayson. You see the name is Johnson.
In looking at this weird creature on the ground, and I would pass that information on too. I'd tell everyone what I just read. I mean, maybe this is what was attached to Grayson's face. More of them have managed to make it aboard station. Troy, have you seen anything like this? I mean, you're still an active Marine. I understand you've been in the game for a bit.
I mean,
Have you seen anything like this before?
not that I can remember. I mean, I've kind of been in cryo for 60 years at this point.
You're an old man.
Or no, it's 50 years. Mine and Evil's characters are the same age,
same age,
except
yeah,
I look 20 years younger than him. So, yeah.
With that, I think Kane would try and go through the data pad, and knowing that this door, which we need to get to Armory, Science Sector, check-in point, guard station, see if we can find a way around the security on the door and get it open.
Okay, so you're talking about the door, and I'll just bring the map over here into the
one that was denied access.
Yeah, into the left wing. Okay, so give me a roll of contact.
Comtech. What's in Comtech?
What's in contact? Yeah, anytime I say just one thing, you've got to use your base attribute as well. I get attributes and skills mixed up all the time.
I'm pretty good at that. And I spent at least 15 minutes with my personal item. Am I able to reduce one more stress as well?
You are indeed. I would say by now you're all sort of half an hour in this space doing what you're doing. If there's anything else you want to do, let me know.
2 successes.
Nice. So with that, because the data pad belongs to Rayas Station, it's linked into the systems already. There's a lot of lockout. As you're trying to move through, you're like, no, I'm locked out of this, no, I'm locked out of that. But you can see, I would say,
because the ID on this data pad would be the maintenance member, wouldn't it?
Johnson at the ground. Yep. That is correct.
So we'll probably have a little bit more access than some.
You
possibly.
would see directly in the data pad that he has maintenance access to a few spaces.
Okay.
It doesn't list them directly, but you know that being maintenance, he will have access to any venting and ducting or lockdown windows. He would have access to most rooms, as far as, you know, not hotels and whatnot like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to guard stations, say like the check-in point, docking bays, anywhere that would need, sort of like the Roughnecks, right? He's a fixer.
So I would start looking for any kind of access around in and around that door area, whether it's the door itself or maybe maintenance access tunnels that would run behind, like through walling, like small ducting that would get us into that guard station, or at least a check-in point maybe.
Absolutely. Looking through his data pad with that 2 successes, you find to the right wing side, just past station command, somewhere around here, is access to maintenance venting that will get you through to the other side around here, by the science sector, if you take the maintenance ducts.
You also know that that thing is using the ducting as well, so that's a kind of a scary fucking thought.
Correct. You also find a note in the data pad that lists that he was staying in a room in the Orbital View Hotel, as he is a visiting roughneck, and he has mentioned about equipment, including a maintenance jack, which you know, and the Roughnecks would also know, can help you access doors.
I would pass the information on to the 2 Roughnecks saying, this dude was maintenance crew, visiting maintenance crew. He's got a room here at the Orbital View. There's tools in his room. And tools that we can use to get through this door. It's going to be a risk. So roughly how many sort of meters from where we're at to his room on the map? Maybe 150 meters.
Yeah,
Sort of give
or take roughly that. It'd be 150, 200 meters. That's the Orbital View Hotel. Was like someone just pinged it, and the rooms are in the access area below. They're like an elevator down or a stair down.
So walking over to the back to the door, even though it's probably still covered in a bit of that white goop.
It is indeed.
I would sort of try and see what I can see. Haven't heard this thing for a while.
No, well, at the beginning it was sort of back and forth through the venting above you or the roof above you. After sort of 15 minutes, I'd say half an hour has passed within the space. You've got no more sort of noises of neither the androids or the heavy footprints of that alien beast.
Kane's going to look over his shoulder at the team and just say, just wait here. And I'm going to open the door. I'm just going to have a little quick recce out into the hallway.
All right. Nessa grabs her bolt gun, checks the cartridge on the side, and sort of she looks at Mr. Steely or Marine Steely, and she says, "Okay, we just got to wait and hope he doesn't get attacked, right?" And give me an observation, Kane, as you head out the door. Yeah.
What's observation?
What's observation?
4, 2, and one of those. Success. Rest die is okay.
The lighting out the corridor is off again. Knowing, as you've seen, the androids seem to turn them on before they head to a space. It's only the low ground lighting, the upward light, but you can see on the ground. I think I remember mentioning, I can't remember the exact, something around 10 to 20 androids running down the corridor. Yeah. There's at least 7 of them torn apart in the corridor here. A couple of their faces twitching, eyes moving, hands ripped limb from limb, white goo. Pieces of fiber optic in baubles, looks robotic spinal column. You can hear them.
They've been torn to pieces.
They've been shredded for sure.
Resisting the urge to use the tactical light on his pistol, I'm going to move maybe 2 or 3 meters down the corridor, just quietly, again, just to try and get a reasonable view as far down that corridor as I can. And I know it's hard because of the light, but
No, that's cool.
just moving slowly, just sort of seeing, sort of I can hear anything.
I'll ping the section here outside the door. And you can see it's sort of it's little rectangle sections that goes around a circle there. We'll say each one of those is approximately 3 meters, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 18. So you can sort of guesstimate roughly around there. So yeah, moving a few meters up the corridor, not throwing your torchlight anywhere, having a look. And with those successes, we'll say at this stage, it looks clean and clear. There's no more upright androids. The ones you walk through, a little bit slippery on the floor, but generally they're down. You can see a door to the next, like there's 4 cubicles of med bay here, 2, 3, 4.
With that, I'll retreat back to the med bay, close the door behind me, and look at everyone and say, well, we've got 2 choices here. We head to this guy's room. Let's get the maintenance jack, come back here, why that door open, and at least get to the check-in point, maybe guard station. Check-in point, we might be able to access perhaps computers, maybe be able to get access to the armory. Perhaps, at the very least, we'd better get through science system, and so you might be able to get more information potentially.
Question. Before we make a decision, while he was in the hallway, could I check cabinets?
Absolutely.
Like, because I'm hurt. I'm kind of thinking like I want to be in my best shape before we. It is a med bay after all, so
Absolutely. I was actually waiting for someone to say something like that. So same thing while he's out in the corridor. If you just give me a wits observation.
3 and 1 stress. Oh, there's 1 stress. I failed on the stress, and 3. 1 success.
Okay, and 1 fail on the stress, was it?
Yes, 1 fail and 1 success.
Okay, so it's easy to find what's in the cabinets here, but if they look like they've been rummaged through, and as you're sort of opening cabinets, closing cabinets, you explain to me how, in stress, how you'd be acting, and I'll get you to make a panic roll.
I think I'd be like doing it with my pistol, just because I'm like knocking like stuff around, like pulling it out with that, because there's a giant spider looking thing there. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
so I'm
cool,
like knocking it through, and I'm gonna assume that there's a light on it.
Yep, there's
so I'm kind of using the light to see better, and I'm probably like getting frustrated not finding anything. So I'd assume it would be something like along those lines. I'm kind of getting careless.
Absolutely. So you cover it open, but you're cautious in case a spider jumps out at you and your lights on. It's sort of flailing around the room. Over there with Mr. Lister completing his welding. We'll get 1 more roll of your 5 dice for your battery just to see how that's going. I was going to say 3 rolls, but I think 2 will be plenty here.
Another one.
So battery down 1 more. So you have 1 battery power left. You either need to find a battery or a charge station or something. And so LaTroy Steely, you're rummaging through these cabinets. You make a little bit of noise. You're getting a little, not panicky, but panicky enough you need a roll on the panic table. So how many stress dice are you using currently, because you were able to free yourself up? 1. So you need to roll a d6 and then add 1 to the result.
A 1.
Nice. You got it together, man.
No, it's a 2. It's a 2. I forgot to add the 1.
No worries. All good. But yeah, you're keeping it together. You're stressed. There's no doubt about it. But more worried about something jumping out of that cabinet at you. Not finding anything is so annoying. But then it makes sense, right? This place has been abandoned for 30 or 10 years, according to the last log you found. At least 10 years. There hasn't been much happening. But yeah, damn it, it's a med bay. There ain't nothing here. That's annoying. But that's about as far as it gets you. I would say too, probably Mr. Rond at this stage. You've got your stun baton, you're watching him weld, you've seen Mr. Kane go out the door. What is Roughneck Rond up to?
Well, I think he's still stewing about the fact that he's nicked his thing, and he pulls out his picture and he's looking at it and going, yeah, can I maintain yourself, mate? And he's like, no, but they're stealing my shit. He's not saying this out loud, he's saying
Just
it in his
yeah.
He's stealing my stuff, just like the last bloody place.
And your picture's your personal item, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Sweet. I would say similar to your pilot, Mr. Kane, with that time as they're doing this welding, as you're spending time with your picture, you may reduce one stress.
While that's not my thought, I think it'd be something that he'd be constantly looking at no matter what.
Okay.
Just because of what it is.
Your choice then. If you feel like he'd be de-stressed or not, that's up to you.
No, I'd say he's stewing, so he's not going to be de-stressed. So I'm going to keep my current. Thank you.
Keep your current stress. Excellent. Righto. With that, that's when Caton comes back in the door. Roughneck Lister, you've just finished your welding that vent shut. You feel that it is stopping the creature from coming in here at this stage. You have a safe room. We will call this your safe room. Medbay 1 is your safe room.
Yeah. Well, as I'm finishing up, is Steely still looking for medical supplies?
I would say yes, happening sort of simultaneously.
He's like, and I'll go through what I grabbed off the Avariya, and I'm like, see if I've got anything that'll help this young Marine. I can't remember what I have. It was a variety of shit.
Oh, that is correct. I can't remember what you have either. It was, I think there was a medical kit from memory. We talked about it at the end of the last one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Pardon me.
So if I just look up med kits, medical supplies. So personal med kit. If you roll for medical aid, so there's a roll for medical aid, which is under empathy. When rolling for medical aid, it adds a +2 to your dice pool. And when you roll for medical aid, if you're successful, you can add 1 point per success, or at least 1 point for a success, and then we decide there further on. So there you go. You have a personal med kit you could hand him.
Can you do medical aid yourself?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Okay.
I'm assuming you can use this.
I mean, I have some training on how to bandage a wound.
Yeah, you'd have field medical training.
Yeah, and that's my character has some. So that's, I think I would have better than, I don't know if anybody else put into that, but I feel like I'd be somewhat
I haven't got anything in medical aid, but I've got 4 in empathy. So.
Oh, okay. So I have 2 in empathy and 1 in medical aid.
So you suck. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, burn.
Hey,
Fucking Marines.
I killed
One thing and one thing only.
I'm not a combat medic, okay?
It all matters that how many successes you roll, not how many dice you got.
Right.
He'll hand it to you. He's not offering to fix you up, obviously. He's not a medic.
Oh, that's fair. I'd gladly take it and try
All
to
the empathy is in giving it to you.
and try. I guess I'd ask Vanessa if she has any training in first, and if she doesn't, then I would do it myself.
Nessa is a science officer. She has training in medical because to be a science officer of biology, which she is, she does have a pretty good feel on the human body. She has 4 dice in medical.
Okay, then I'd let her do a medical check on me.
Okay, so she grabs the case. Looks, when you were in the corridor and you took that little bit of damage from the creature's tail, it's quite spiny, and I would say as you step forward, I believe you tripped on it. It's cut your shin. It's your shin that's bleeding. That's the annoyance. So she's going to attempt repairs on that shin. So it's +2. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6 dice are successes. She smashed it. So she's going to repair. She sits you down. She goes, okay, that's a bit of a gash. And she looks at the med kit. It's got a needle and a thread, and she's going to sew that up. Because she's rolled such high successes, you'll get your 1 point back of health. And she does a very clean job. It's minimal pain. There's pain, but it's minimal. And then she gets a bandage and she wraps it with a bandage. And because of her good rolls, she's going to hand the kit back to Roughneck Lister. And there's enough in it to do, I would say, actually, I'm going to get her to roll for that. Because we shouldn't roll as well that time. I would say there's enough in it for possibly one more use. She hands it back to Lister. Looks at her handiwork and says, well, I'm not a medic by any chances, but I've definitely had the training in it, and I think I've done quite a snapping job, actually.
I mean, good enough for the girls I date.
She's packs it up, hands it to Lister, and it's like, well, yes, I'm not really the marine type. And she just walks away, sort of looking out the door.
Oh, jeez.
Kane, you've looked at the clearway, you're looking at moving up the corridor with the rest of the team. Is the rest of the team looking at moving that way?
Basically, what I'll do is I'll come back to the room and say, okay, we've got two options here. Two of us go down to the OV, grab this tool and come back. The rest stay here, stay quiet, stay safe, or you'll move together. Personally, I think the soldier in me wants to say two of us will go quieter, quicker. What I've seen, I kind of want to move together as well. Whatever it is to start picking us off one by one.
I mean,
so it's up to you guys. I mean, I'm no longer captain of. I'm not captain of this vessel. I can't tell you what to do. I can give you advice on what I would do as a former soldier and a pirate. Ultimately, it's up to you.
I'll come with you. Either.
The rest of you. You want to stay? Or do you want to? It's about 150 meters down the corridor to the hotel.
I don't think us sitting here is going to do any good. I mean, I've checked the room for supplies. I think we've got all we can gain here. I mean, he welded it up in case we need somewhere to bail back to and defend from, in a sense. But
you see the size of that thing. You really think,
I mean,
we'll slow it down. It's not going to stop.
what right? It's more of a.
Let's all go.
If anything, maybe we'll find more on the way with more of us too. Something.
Every chance we're going to find more survivors. We can get the armory. We can better equip ourselves. At least have a fighting chance.
As you're talking, you hear the movements in the vent again coming from this direction. And my phone goes off right in the background. that's my phone tone. Sorry, everyone. That worked out perfectly, didn't
perfect.
it? Oh my god!
You're all going to die.
Man, it came through so crisp. You hear the sounds of the vent of it moving across the way, and I think I had those sounds playing. Oh, cancel.
Yeah,
The androids are speaking dead in the hallway.
Instinctually, again, Kane would probably just spin on his heels, weapon drawn and pointed towards the door, sort of waiting to see what happens next. And obviously, if we hear it move away.
And it moves to the left side of the station. Goof, 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 and I think I've got the sound playing, hopefully. With that, you know that it's on the, well, at least heading to the opposite side of the station at this point in time.
Now's as good a time as any.
Yeah.
So move quickly but quietly, as best we can.
Quieter than quicker.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
I'll take point.
I was just going to say, with that happening, let's see. It's a wide enough corridor for a stride, but if you want to go in an order and point, you've pulled out Kane, so you're on point.
Yeah, Kane will put himself out in front. Just again, I think it's almost an age thing for him now. Like even though he's retired, he was just a pilot. Like he knows how to fly well. He does know how to fly, but he's sort of again. I think it's just instinctual, knowing he's got 3 civilians and like another young soldier, but he feels that if he takes point, have Troy bring up to 6, just a battle formation like something that they're used to doing. It makes sense to him.
Agreed.
I'll be in front of Mr. Rond because if he's at the back, he's going to get picked off. Marine at the front to get eaten, Mr. Rond at the back.
I will say
Mr. Rond at the back to get tripped.
So it's Rond and then LaTroy last, is it?
Yep.
Okay, I'll put Nissa between Lister and Rond. Nissa, sorry. She sort of stays middle group with her bolt gun as you guys move towards Station Command, that direction towards the Orbital View Hotel. Getting down to the Orbital View Hotel is another closed door about here, just past the Station Command. Data pad in hand. You can see that the Johnson's data pad, as you move closer, there's lighting on it as it lights up. I guess like as you near the doorway, it recognizes the data pad, and without having to press any buttons, I guess it's that proximity, and I believe there's a door sound right there.
There's a door sound indeed.
As the door opens.
And closes.
Yeah. Oh, you move back and forth a couple of times trying to figure out how this works.
That's what I've really got to trim that up and make it just a single door.
But that's it. The door opens and it shows you there's a sign above in neon that isn't on at all. It's just a low lit from the ground, but you can see it. It says Orbital View Hotel, and there's an entry desk there, a desk where you would normally meet someone. But once again, in the space are just husks of long dead people. A couple of people, I'd say, looking around in the low light, in the dim light, you can see 3, maybe 4, just 1 or 2 in seats, slumped, a couple just laying on the ground, torn apart, one of them. Once again, old, dry blood. But this is the first time you see something on the wall glistening. Everyone will make an observation roll, please.
We add our stress to observation, correct?
Yes, you do. Yep.
2 successes.
1 success for me.
Nice.
One success for me.
Beauty. Good successes. And no failures. No criticals failures. That's good. Is that everyone rolled?
I think so.
Nice. So, a bunch of successes there. Okay,
Yeah.
so the first thing...
Drax, have you rolled?
Oh, yeah, Drax.
Drax might be having some PC issues.
He does seem to be.
Yeah, just
He said he thought it was going to crash.
Well, while we give him a second, we'll resolve your successes. I would say it's a group roll. More successes is better than none. What you see here in the low light is it's almost like ant nesting, but it's the metal and mechanical of the walls of the space station Rayas, but then there's something adhered to it, like stalactites and something dripping down the wall, and it's made like small formations, but then it's dark, almost like the creature's skin, and it's wet, or it looks wet at least to the touch. It's not dripping like a cave by any means, but it is repetitive formation of almost spinal looking parts. Something organic is growing here over top of the ship itself. It's not everywhere, it's just in portions, like over a column here, over the side of a seat there. It definitely looks more like it doesn't belong here. Something that's growing in space. Something bioorganic.
And now that's fucking creepy.
It is.
It's Kane expressing out loud.
That's fair.
So with that, even like noticing that, he'll sort of clock it, and go back to the PDAT and find out what room this guy was in, so we can find out on the reception computer where that room is located, and room number and things. You're muted, sir.
Paz, you muted.
Sorry. I did not even realize I muted myself. How good is that habit?
Drax will be back soon.
Looking at his data pad, you can see if you go down one floor, he is in room 7.
Room 7. I'll pass it on. It looks like we're going down one floor, guys. Keep your eyes peeled.
He's back.
He's back.
That means we have to go down a ways, like down the hallway a little bit.
Go down one floor, yeah.
Yeah.
Stairwells around here.
Yep. Is there going to be a door between those two, is there?
Not at this stage, no.
Okay. I didn't know because each, like, the station command and the med bay had one. The orbital, like, between the station command and orbital view, there's one. So I didn't know if that was connected or if there was a door between them.
No, that's fair. It's a bit hard to tell on this map, but I'll let you know. There's no blockage or doors at this stage in this space. There is to every room, but to the open access of the orbital view hotel, not at this stage.
Okay.
Let's move down.
Can you hear us, Drax?
Are you back, sir?
I think so.
Like back. You're sitting all way off one side of your camera, but you
Yes, I'm seeing on top.
we can hear you. We can see you.
Just to fill you in, Drax. So you guys have come along the corridor. You've checked. Kane's just checked the data pad to see where this roughneck's room was. And you've got to go down one floor to room 7, just below the Order View Hotel, which is where you're heading now. There is 2 options. There is a stairwell, and there is a grav lift.
I ain't trusting no lift in this place right now. Let's use the stairs.
I was just saying.
As you move along, the other thing you missed, Drax, was these organic pieces growing from the walls, up columns and around edges. It's not everywhere, but it's mostly on like the studs, the columns themselves, anything that's sort of supportive. It's very wet looking and bioorganic. And as you move down the stairway, it only gets worse. The edges of the stairs, the handrails where you run your hand along, is this organic goo. It's solid like rock, but it's just got a layer of tacky goo to it. And it's very dark on the stairwell because this bioorganic growth is now covering some of the lighting. I would say
if it's getting that dark, I would light up the backlight on my weapon.
Absolutely. You would have to make the roll, but because you bring up your tack light.
Yeah, if it starts getting to the point where it's going to be hard to move without falling downstairs or like making noise, moving into things, he will illuminate his light on his weapon. Make sure no one falls over anything.
And as you all move around the first set of stairs with now the light on, anyone else with a weapon with a light can use it too, I believe. Marine Stealer, you'd be able to do that too.
I'd probably do the same, just making sure I'm not like flagging light everywhere. It's always down ready position.
Nice. So just keeping the light down so you can see the stairs as you move through this bioorganic growth. Then you all see it, the body meshed among this organic growth, an arm hanging out over the edge of whatever this growth is, something up around a jaw, and a face just tilted to the side. The rest of the body under the growth. The hair slick and the face has colour to it. It's the least dead looking thing you've seen in a while. I just want everyone to see how calm they feel and roll me. Just everyone give me a survival roll, please. Include all your stress dice.
Success on the black die, but I do gain another stress.
All right. Did you roll a fail too as well, did you?
I rolled a fail on my stress, yeah.
All right. Nice.
Clean roll. Nothing.
3 successes, no failures.
Excellent. So those successes, your composure you're holding. It's a body on the wall. It looks weird. It ain't normal. Kane, could be that post-traumatic stress again. You need to roll a panic roll, my friend. So...
Not that you care or anything.
Plus 2, that'd be 9.
9. Sorry, Drax, you were saying something?
Not that you seem to care or anything, but I got 1 success and 1 success on stress.
Oh, that's good. 1 success on stress, nothing else?
That's it.
Excellent.
Well, I got a 1 on regular, but I don't know what the heck that means.
Nothing. If successes on the regular dice are what count, and failures on the yellow dice are what count. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Sweet. So that's a good roll for you too. So you also, Mr. Ron, don't seem too bothered by this on the wall. It should bother you, but you'd be more worried about other things, like who's got your damn torch.
Damn right too.
But with a 9 on that dice, Mr. Kane, Pilot Kane, you drop an item, whether it's because of the stress, confusion, or realization that you're probably all going to die and end up like this guy slathered up on the wall. You drop something important to you. What have you got on you?
I probably dropped the PDAC, so I've got it out.
You've got it out in your hand?
And it's important to us right now. It's a navigation tool.
That is fair. I would say that is exactly what drops. Down the stairs too, with a and you see it hit the deck. And I'm just going to roll a quick dice. As it hits the deck, the screen goes black and it rolls down the stairs and then slides round to the next level. The light on it dims out.
I'd stop, sort of look at it, swear loudly so everyone would hear it. And I'd keep my light on this person at the moment, because I'm not sure whether they're alive or dead. Kind of hard to tell. I think, just instinctually, he'll go in a little closer just to see if they're alive. Because, I mean, again, it's that soldier thing. Like, if they're alive, he's going to want to try and help them.
All right, so you want to check whether they're alive or not. Yeah. They're reachable. Their body's not like high up off the floor or anything. It's just sort of just above eye level. Yeah,
he's going to switch his pistol to his prosthetic hand, which he is able to hold and fire a pistol. It's not great, but it's serviceable.
Okay.
Because he obviously can't feel a pulse through that hand, so we have to do it with his left hand.
So Kane in front, Lister in second, Nessa behind, Ron behind again, and Latroy at the back. You can all see this thing, and you see as Kane reaches towards this body on the wall to check for a pulse or something like that, I assume. Yeah. And just give me a survival check again.
Survival, which one's that one?
Yes. I don't follow him directly, and I'm standing there thinking nobody ate this guy alive for dropping that fucking pad. Double fucking standards. What an absolute prick.
That is true.
Single success.
You reach in, put your fingers on his
stand together.
I was thinking Logan would be looking at Gavin to because I'm thinking, God, they're both fucking useless.
You would all see Nessa as he's reaching out to this thing. She just points the bolt gun up and is just holding sort of steady, but just ever so wavingly.
I mean, Kane's got the pistol pointed in that direction as well. Like he's very cautious, but he also wants to try and help. So absolutely.
As you test for a pulse, That's a pulse. This person is alive.
I think Kane would sort of just look back at the group and pull back, shift the pistol back to his good hand, and just quietly, not loud, but quietly, but loud enough for everyone to hear, and say, "This dude's alive. We need to get him out of here." And he's going to use his prosthetic hand to reach up to the what's holding him in this place, like the goop around it, and just sort of see if there's any give in it. Whether it can be just sort of pulled and broken away, or whether it needs to be cut.
It takes a little pulling. Give me a strength roll. That would probably just a direct strength roll with your stress dice. Yep.
1 success.
One success. It takes a little bit of tugging, but eventually it cracks away. It's tough, but you get the gist of sort of what force to use as this person. It'll take a few minutes to get free. Nessa sort of sees what you're up to, and she comes over to sort of start giving you a help.
Would using a hammer help here?
Absolutely.
Because I mean, I don't know if it's because you guys say it's goop, but like it's crumbly too.
Solid as well. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so then I would come up and
yeah.
use the hammer to like try to like crack larger areas of it to get off.
Absolutely. It's kind of like a thin hokey pokey, but the top of it's sort of like a tacky goo. So that there's a solid surface under a goo surface. Okay. But yeah, absolutely. Hitting it with a hammer cracks it. You know, no more strength required. You sort of get the rough idea as you give it a crack with the hammer. Logan in the background and Lister, your thoughts as they're breaking this away with Nessa's help?
Fucking bad idea. He just like let them do what they're gonna do. Like,
do you say bad idea out loud, or is that just what you're thinking?
I'll actually say it back to Rond. I'm like, that's a bad idea, but hey.
Logan would say, "You remember that episode of Stargate with all the spiders come out of that dude? That is totally what could happen right here."
It's funny when Ron says that, as they're pulling this stuff away, allowing this person to get out, the dude opens his mouth and goes, "Oh!" and you hear a bone-chilling crack as something erupts from his chest. Blood sprays all over the face of Kane and Nessa, and another noise as something you can see bursts from the front of this guy's chest, and another noise as the small black head, and you've seen the large creature. This is like a little version of it smacking through the ribs.
Mag dump right now.
Mag dump? Okay.
I would literally mag dump into this person's chest. Like, it's just an absolute instinct.
All right. We will go right into initiative as you mag dump at this guy's chest. So here goes. You pull your gun.
It's loud in this stairwell and hall, because it's a narrow space, I'm assuming. Sort of like a narrow stairwell.
Here's what everyone sees in this order. You've said you're going to mag dump. You're cracking this away. This guy's chest cracks. You let go of him. Nessa stands back with her bolt pistol. You grab your pistol out, and initiative starts with number 1. Lister, you see him pull his gun. You are first in the initiative order.
Are we down the stairs into the next area?
You're down the first set of stairs. There's a landing, and there's another stairs to go underneath. You're sort of at the landing.
I'm gonna instinctually push up against the wall and sort of like wall hug around, and I've got the bolt gun just in case, and I'm like, fucking Marines.
Sweet. So you're basically holding your action.
Yeah.
And just for those of you who know, when you're in combat, you've got 2 things you can do, or 3 things in total per round, and it's similar to D&D. But you've got a fast action, a long action, or a quick action, a normal action, and then a reaction. So fast action, normal action, reaction. The reaction is for like if you want to defend yourself, or basically if someone's coming at you with a physical weapon, you can defend yourself. Fast action is something like shooting a gun. A long action or a harder action is doing something a little more imposing, like fully auto on a weapon and go mental, that's more of a long action. So those are your sort of items, and you just tell me what you want to do and I'll let you know which action it takes up. But generally that's just a standard fast action for you. Hug against the wall and hold any other actions you might have for the rest. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know where the thing's gone, and they're blasting off. And
yeah, it's just poking out this dude's chest right now as they're aiming weapons at it. Kane, you're second. We know what you're doing.
Yep. Mag dump.
So you're going to mag dump using your fast action and your long action and empty as much as you can at it.
Pretty much. I just literally take half a step back and just start pulling the trigger.
Okay. Have we got some gun noise here? We must have.
No, I've got the pulse rifle sound. That's it. I don't have the pistol sound. I'm going to find one right now and I will upload it for next time.
That's quite all right. As you shoot that pistol. Give me, so pistol has, I think it's 5. So give me 5 dice.
It'll have more. It depends on how many
just for rounds. Just for rounds.
Yeah.
So just firing rounds. So this is just for your mag at this point. I want to know if you've emptied your mag or not.
So 5 die. No, we're all good.
Sweet.
6s, no 1s.
Excellent. So even though you empty as much as you can into it, you've got a few mags on you. So you just empty an entire mag, throw your clip in. Now we'll make the attack roll. So give me that range combat attack roll. So agility, range combat. And you get a bonus dice for your pistol. So that's an extra dice plus all your stress dice.
5, 6, 7, 8 stress. I have a bank success as well, so I'm going to use it here.
Good call.
Which will give me 4 successes.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so 4 successes. Doof, doof, doof. You offload into the body of this person as this thing's bursting out of his chest. He's going to die anyway, right? And even though you miss the small creature a few times, you get it. Blood, goo, all erupting at once. The blood of the man and then this acidy spray of the creature as it sprays out. Because you're right up like point blank, basically unloading your weapon, right? Okay, 2 successes. You take 2 points of acid damage. You can use your reaction to roll your close combat to try and avoid the acid as it's coming at you.
Yeah, no, I've got no close combat, so I can't do that.
So it's just a straight strength roll then with your stress.
No, 1 success.
1 success. So you negate 1 point of acid damage, but the rest of you see as he's unloading his weapon, when he gets the head of this thing, it splashes up. I reckon it gets you right up on your cheek. Luckily, one misses your neck, and you can feel it burning the acid on you. Straight after you, 1, 2,
So
number 3.
How many points of damage do I take from that?
Just a single point of health.
Single point of health.
Yep. It would have been 2, but you managed to negate 1. Next person in line is Ron.
Yeah, and with that, as soon as that hits his face, he would audibly and sort of step back, sort of holding his face as it smokes and steams and sizzles.
As it definitely burns. And this is all sort of happening simultaneously. Ron, as this is going on, what is you up to, man? What is Ron doing? Logan T. Ron.
Logan's just gonna call it. With basically 3 of them within close quarters range, he's not going to be moving in to help or anything.
Just staying back.
It's in a tight stairwell, so
yeah,
the
man,
odds
that's
of
fair.
a big fat guy moving in is just not. He's not going to be of any help. So
Yep.
just gotta stand back and let shit happen.
Just going to hold your stun button and hope for the best. So
Pretty
I'll
much.
say, similar to Lister, you're going to basically hold your actions for anything you want to do later, because you can interject at any time with held actions. Hey, there's a pistol sound.
And
and
a lot
then
faster than that, but that's pretty much it.
sweet. And also, so Marine Steely, once again simultaneous. This is all going on at once. What are you doing at this stage?
Well, Well, I had a hammer in my hand,
Yeah, you did.
and those things came flying out. I'm probably swinging at one of those things.
Yeah, so right as Kane pulls his gun and starts poof, as the chest burster bursts out of this guy's chest, you swing your hammer towards it. Give me that close combat roll.
Stress. 1 success.
Nice, 1 success. Beauty. As you take a swing, you actually clock it square, and then realizing that Kane's firing into this thing, you sort of keep your arm clear. With that, the little guy is, well, everything, I guess Nessa as well, she's got a bolt gun. So you've hit it with a hammer, he's shooting with it. I want you to give me a agility, mobility, Mr. Steely, Marine Steely, because there's acid coming out of this thing. See if you get hit by the acid as well.
One more. These are my 5 for the base. No success, then my stress. It's a success on stress.
Sweet. So as far as no successes on normal dice, but success on stress. So stress only counts for stress. There's nothing on the normal dice, so no, you don't get out of the way. You take a single point of acid damage as well as it splashes out. As more, it's not so much from your hammer hit, more from the amount of pistol bullets going into this thing.
It's fair enough.
With that, Nessa has her bolt gun out, and funnily enough, the Xeno was last in line. But hey, I don't think he's going to get much of an attack here. He's taking some damage here with your no successes on him, but the successes on the pistol. We'll see. We'll see once I do the math. There's minimal math, thank goodness. But with Nessa, she makes a shot as well. She does a ranged 3 and 1. And she gets a single success on hers as she just fires a bolt. I'm going to say with her success, in order, the pistol shots smacking into this one burster coming out of this guy's chest, roughly sort of the size of my fist coming out of her chest. And you've got the hammer strikes at the bullets, bam, bam, and then there's a bolt just sort of goes straight across like someone's fired a nail gun between everyone. And when you see the thing it's going to writhe in pain at the front of this chest and slide out. And you guys have hit it clean and clear before it's even been able to do anything. It hasn't got out of the chest. Not by force anyway. Its little claws have sort of started to pull it out, but then it just hangs. And then the weight of the top of it being heavier sort of hits the deck. I don't know if that was a good noise over the mic or not, but that felt good to me. And it hits the deck completely down.
I feel at this point Kane would be sort of, I think he may have even at this point dropped his pistol on the ground and slumped back against the stair walls and slumped down just holding his face because acid burns. That fucking hurts.
Yes, absolutely.
Even for a seasoned soldier, that is pain, and he'd be in a lot of pain right now.
And because it's across here, I would say it's through the meat and on the bone, and before it stops, you can actually see a clear, open, thankfully cauterized wound, piece of bone here on Kane's face for anyone who's nearby. And you can see the burning smoke sort of tendriling away from his face. Nessa looks to Lister and says, med kit, you've still got the med kit, She grabs it.
Sort of come down and hand it to her.
She opens it up and I can't remember what it's called, but there's an opposite to acid, an alkaline, a little alkaline, and she twists the cap and you can see the tendrils steaming. She sort of squirts it along your cheek, Kane, and she's like, and it doesn't stop the pain, but it stops the initial etching into the bone as you now feel this porous, it's only a small section, but a porous piece of bone is now stopping from the acid is now stopping from burning.
I was already pretty from scarring, so another one's not going to hurt me.
hurts a hell of a lot, actually.
Oh yes, it would hurt
That
a lot.
intense burning, the edges of it bubbled from, you know.
In the neck. Fuck you, James.
Oh, shit. So, with that, you're on the stairwell. Gunshots have gone off
And it would have been loud for you guys that are not used to
in the
gunfire
corridor.
too.
Yep.
Like super loud.
As well as a bolt gun, which is very much like a nail gun, sort of. But yeah, you unloaded a clip. So here you are in a corridor, all this noise made. Everything's calm now, but for how long? What are we doing?
Yeah, I think it's time to keep moving. Pain on my face. Has she put any kind of dressing on it as well? Like sort of to make sure it's
Yeah.
I just grab rolls over the medkit and just slap it on my face.
Yeah, man. After the alkaline, she does just there's like a gauze and tape, and she just sort of carefully puts it on there with a bit of cream. I will say
Nutrition might do.
she doesn't get any crazy successes, just a single success on that healing for you. So won't restore anything else, but she does a good job of stopping it and hands what's left of the pack back to Lister. I'm going to make a roll to see if there's anything left in the kit worth using.
I'd pick my pistol back up and then start moving down the stairs and just quick sort of turn to everyone and say, we're going to have company soon. Let's go. Let's keep going. Keep moving. I pick up the PDAT to see how bad it is on the way down.
Okay. Lister, she gives the kit back to you. The kit's still usable according to my good dice rolls. How bad's the PDAT? Give me
Is it operational at all, or is it just a cracked screen?
I'm going to say, give me a Comtech. And we're looking for 2 successes for it to be good. I'm stating how many for this one because this is is it broken?
Well, I'm extremely lucky. I got 4 successes.
Nice. So the screen,
For that.
you know how when you drop your phone and you get all those like glass cracks all the way through, but you turn it on, you're like, oh, it still goes. That's what you've got going on here. You dropped it, it was a pain in the ass. It still seems to be working. Some of the screen's a little bit discolored, like a rainbowy edge, but it's working.
Awesome.
Absolutely. What are you guys doing now? Heading continually down the stairs?
Yeah, heading to room 7, knowing that all that noise is definitely going to attract something, whether it's androids or whatever that creature is. We need to move.
Okay. So back down the stairway further on, more of this bioorganic growth. No more bodies in it. But then the rooms down on the next floor, not too bad. You can see a bit of bioorganic growth around. The growth sort of over doors on studs again. Room 1, room 2, room 3, so forth, so on, till you get to room 7 down the corridor. 1 or 2 more bodies in the corridor, but now you're hearing it again. The noise of something moving in reasonable proximity. But you don't know what it is. Is it the footsteps of the androids or is it the creature? Here you are.
We're going for room 7.
Here you are at door 7. Okay, so opening the door with the data pad, scans, boom, boom, and the door shuffles sideways open. You move into the space.
I'd step to the side of the door and funnel everyone through. I'd be last through the door.
Okay. Nessa's happy to move through first. She looks in, and because you've opened the door with the data pad that is paid for the room, the lights come on. Everything in the room lights up. Not bright, but in a sort of a better illumination than what you've had so far as you all move into the space.
Once everyone's in, I'd move into it, shut the door, and initiate any locking sequence on the door.
Easy enough done. Easy through the data pad, door lock, closed lock, and you're now in like a small, it's like a lounge kitchenette all sort of in one with a door off to the side, 2 doors off to the side to be exact, 1 to a bedroom and 1 to a bathroom.
I think that's probably where I would head, straight to the bathroom to take the dressing off my face and just run water across my face, trying to help with some of this burning sensation.
Okay, so you go to the bathroom and start running some water over your face. The water pumps are off and the water trickles slowly, but you get enough to do what you need to do. Anyone else in the room? Will go Mr. Roughneck Ron.
Well, it's going to be finding somewhere to hide.
Hide? Cool. So you've got kitchenette.
Even if the doors are locked, if the androids are security, then they'll be able to find a way in. So he's going to be looking for a closet or something.
Easy enough done. There's a couple of closets and they're fairly, you open one, it's fairly empty. There's a couple of jackets hanging up in there. And in this first closet you open straight away, without even having a roll of dice, you have a maintenance jack leaning up against the wall. It's a large item, sort of about yay round on the front. It's got a long handle on it. It's got a couple of breech claws on either side, and it's made for putting up against doors like the jaws of life and wedging them open, or and vice versa, you can wedge them closed if need be. They usually plug into door panels as well and can be used to bypass doors. But you can hide in there if you chuck the maintenance jack out.
Yeah, he's going to be hiding. He's going to be climbing in.
Sweet, you climb in, push the maintenance jack out on the floor, and then climb in. It's a bit of a tight squeeze for a large man like yourself, but you're able to close the door. Nessa moves into the kitchenette, and she goes to the fridge space, pulls it open, looks for anything she can as far as food, water. She finds, let me have a look here. Go back to my notes so I don't make it up as I go. She finds a single prefab meal in a sealed container and a water bottle. And a cup of Insta coffee. It's like a little sealed cup thing. Insta coffee. She grabs them out of the fridge and then she sort of sits down behind the bench looking to the rest of you. Mr. Roughneck Lister, what's your plans?
So he sees the jack fall to the floor and Mr. Ron climb into the closet and he's like, I always knew. And he grabs the jack, and he's going to set it up at the door to brace it, but he's not going to activate it, knowing that trapping them in a room is just as bad as... he doesn't want to trap us in here with something else, so he's going to set it up so they can activate it if something tries to come through the door.
Absolutely. No roll required for just bracing the door. You're a roughneck. That's part of your job. I'm going to say you know how to set it in position that it's just going to be heavy against the door for now. If you need to set it up, you'll have to make that roll, but for now, no hassles. And Latroy Steely, what are you up to?
I'm heading to the bedroom to hopefully find this guy's stuff and see if he has anything useful.
Excellent. So you just give me a observation roll because you're rolling into his bedroom.
It's a success.
Nice.
One success.
One success. You move into the bedroom. It doesn't look like it's been used for a while. On the nightstand straight away is a credit stick. You found a credit stick with 450 credits on. So you may note that down. Money is good. More cash for your return. 450.
Money's only good if you can spend it.
That's also good. That's fair. Going through his personal effects drawers and whatnot, you find another bottle of water. It's just a standard water bottle. You have a small bar fridge in this space. It has a single beer. And there's a couple of empties beside the bed on the drawer, but a single beer. So just so you're aware, water bottle will up your water supply if you've had to roll for water supply, which you haven't yet. Beer is good to -1 on your stress level, but it also -1s to your wits-based skills for a certain amount of time. Also in his room, as you go through the drawers, you find he has a couple of bags of recreational drugs and one nap relieve, which reduces your stress to 0. The recreational drugs, you don't know what they'll do, but they're there.
I'll grab the nap relief and I will leave the drugs. I'll pull them out and I'll kind of like look at them and I'm just gonna leave them out. So if anybody else comes in here, they can notice them, but I don't want them.
Sweet as. And through the rest of the room, it's just personal effects, general clothing, picture of wife and maybe what looks like 2 children, a young child and a baby on the nightstand. Generally about it here in this space. All right. So, listening around, sorry for the long pause. I just had to click back to my page of notes. You're listening to hear what you can hear, and oh boy, do you hear it. As you imagined, with a bit of noise that you've created and only a few moments on the scene, footsteps. More android footsteps. You can tell the difference now between the androids and the creature. The creature's much heavier. Oh, and in all honesty, the creature's actually noiseless until it's right in front of you, coming out of the vent. That's where it's heavy. And then when it moves off from the vent space, you hear it and it sort of becomes quiet again. The androids, more like people running down the corridor, and that's what you're hearing, the footsteps of multiple androids. Hard to tell how many as they move past their door. There's a bang on the door. And then, because the maintenance jack's leaning against it, you hear the of them trying to get in. The light goes green on the door and then back to red as they push against the door. So, right now we know Mr. Ronda's in the closet. Nessa is sitting down on the floor of the kitchen. Kane is in the bathroom. Steely is in the bedroom. Where were you, Lister? Still in the open scene?
Yeah, he's by the jack, like ready to hook it up in the instance that someone tries to come in.
Okay, so that's what's happening now. They've tried their automated door control and it's buzzed red because there's something heavy leaning on the door. Now they're pushing against the door. You can see the door frame bending because our androids are strong. If you want to activate that jack, you need to roll that heavy machinery now.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 success.
Beautiful. 1 success is all you need. You lock the maintenance jack down, pull the handle, and it puts its braces against the wall on each side and holds the door closed. You hear the voice outside. You are unclean. Open the door. You must be quarantined. And then they smack on the door and you see the whole frame of the door. And then another one. The door is braced. Send for explosives. And you hear them move off.
Shit. We got a situation out here.
Inside the bedroom, Mr. Marine Steely, you have a vent in the wall. It's a circular vent. It's locked off. You can see it's got a handle that locks it out. You have a ceiling vent for aeration. You can feel ever so slightly the breeze coming down from the ceiling vent above. In the bathroom, you have a ceiling vent as well, Kane. Small, not big like the one in the previous med bay. It's a small square, probably lucky to fit a person in nicely, but you'd get a person in if you had to. And the kitchen and lounge area where Nessa and Lister are, 2 larger vents. And in the cabinet, the cabinet where Ron is, there's no vent because you don't have vents in closets.
I'd come out of the bathroom after Lister's sort of calling out. So would the being in the bathroom have been the noise that the androids made would have been loud enough for most of us
absolutely.
to hear?
Absolutely. Even when the door closed, you would have heard it. Yep.
He'd come out. I'd come out there and say, okay, I'd grab the PDAP and bring up the room schematics. And this is a Roughneck's tablet. He's going to have that information. I'd hand it to Lister and say, find us a way out of here. Maybe into the next room or a couple of rooms over. Venting, maintenance hatch. I mean, schematics are here. You know more about this than I do.
Yeah. And he'll grab the pad and try and work out the best way out of this space. He's assuming the androids would take the stairs. He remembers the grav lift, but that's not ideal. They can't stay down here.
You haven't seen enough power to use the grav lift, so that's a good call. Your choice, you're looking for something based on your skill, which is heavy machinery, or you're using Comtech, which is navigating the data pad. Your choice, one of those two.
I'd be with him, helping him navigate the data pad stuff. Like, he knows the schematics type of thing. Being a roughneck, he'd know what were appropriate size ventings and maintenance shafts and things like that. I've got the skill to operate and navigate the data.
Okay, sweet. So I will say with that, you just give me the heavy machinery roll, Lister.
Yep.
And we'll add 2 extra black dice for the aid of Kane.
Fucking nothing.
2 successes on my 2 dice.
Yeah. Nothing on my 6.
Holy shit.
It happens, dude. I rolled like 9 before.
It happens all the fucking time.
Yeah, 6s and 1s, man. It's a tough rule set. Nonetheless, because it was a team effort, you still have 2 successes to share between you. So the 1 success getting through, looking through the log, looking through the system, seeing the venting. The circular vent in the maintenance is a maintenance hatch. The larger square vents on the roof and the lounge are your pure air conditioning. The maintenance hatches are locked out and you need maintenance access for them, which you have with your data pad, your current D-pad, PDAT. There's links from the main venting to every room. The maintenance venting only gets you to certain spaces, usually in the flooring beneath the other rooms. There won't be one in every room, which makes sense as to why they gave this roughneck this particular room. Not every room's going to have a maintenance access.
So looking at that, where does this maintenance access run to from this room?
So if you go to the map, it comes out, there's a square right here on the OV restaurant. It goes up and takes you to the OV restaurant and OV lounge bar area.
Okay. Five. I'd, like going over that with Lister, I'd say to him, okay, what do you reckon? We make the maintenance hatch to the restaurant. It gives us, it gets us further closer to the other side, but also puts us closer to the Android bay. Might not be ideal.
The Android bay is in the left wing, which is locked out. Yep. So the Android bays, there's a complete lockout here and a complete lockout here, which you guys looked at earlier on the map. Yep.
So best option at the moment with all the sound those androids are making. If that other thing even works on sound, that'll be down here sometime soon too.
The size of it, it's probably using the air ducts to move. The air ducts are bigger. It's not going to be using maintenance tunnels. They're a bit of a tighter fit. I turned to Lister and go, your friend Mr. Rond, is he going to fit? I mean, he's a big dude. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, honestly. Like, I'm seriously thinking about our survival here.
Just make him go through last. If he doesn't fit, I mean, fuck. He'll just have to do his best. He's in the fucking closet.
You hear from the closet, I'll go first, you guys can push me.
Fuck no.
Is that time you came out of the closet, Ron?
And also, some unsolicited advice while we're here. How about we don't fucking touch anything we don't know anything about? I'm sure that hole in your face is probably a good reminder of that.
I agree.
That was really fucking dumb.
But also, I'm not going to leave any man behind.
That wasn't a man. That was a fucking incubated fucking...
know that now.
Nessa comes out from behind the bench as you guys are talking. She goes, you heard those things. They're going to be exploding the door. But that, and she points at the maintenance jack, that will be handy for holding things off or opening things up. She looks at the bolt gun in her hand and goes, I'm bolting this door closed. Any objections?
Go for it. We need
And she
that.
moved-
We need to take that jack with us because that's going to
Yeah.
get us through these.
And I'll
main doors.
grab the jack before she starts.
Just bolt into it. Yep.
How much
she
juice
moves.
you got left in that welder? Just to maybe
I think I've only got
sure.
one
maybe
one
a couple of
battery
well-placed
charge.
welds might help as well.
I think it's one battery
Yeah, you've
charge
got one.
left. I think I had 3. Yeah.
So she goes over and and she starts putting massive bolts into this door, and then she stands back and she's made a roll and she has. Okay, so she's used up one. She's basically used up a reload of bolts to get the door down. You're going to use the welder as well, are you?
I've asked him whether it'd be an idea or not. He'd have more of an idea as a maintenance person whether it would make any difference or not.
I feel like it might come in handy later on, and he knows it's about to run out.
That's true.
And it's not going to hold. It's going to hold them for a couple of seconds. Like they might have to cut through something later, which is probably going to be more advantageous.
It's on the map looking for maintenance here.
Unless I can
Where's
weld the cupboard
maintenance
shut,
areas?
and then
we could weld the closet shut. That might help.
yeah, just protecting them.
I mean, power and air distribution, that would have tools. There's no actual maintenance area here, I've noticed. On our map here.
There's no
No maintenance bay or workshops.
No, correct. So if you're looking at your map, anything maintenance based, if you now, I'll just move my map over because I'm not looking at anything. You've got power and air distribution and vents and ducts, which are station wide. Your power and air distribution is also where your maintenance and that would
That's what I
hang
kinda
out.
figured. So there'd be tools there, would have more welders. Maybe we could, I mean, if we're not going to be able to get to the armory, we might be able to make up a makeshift flamethrower, gas tank, with welding torch fitting, perhaps. I'm sure you could come up with something. And I've only got a couple of 3 mags left for this. I don't think it's going to stop whatever that thing was. You better take it at Android or 3. I mean, you destroy the main processor, Android will go down. They're a little bit hard to kill, but they can be killed.
Yeah. Well,
The priority is getting out of this room right now, so I agree. I think the maintenance hatch move through to the restaurant.
You
Might be
hear
our
the
best option.
footsteps coming back. Doof, 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 doof. As you guys are making this decision, you hear, load the packs on the door and ready for charge.
I think it's time to leave.
yep.
Take the PDAT through to the room where the maintenance hatches and make access
About
to
the
the hatch
time.
opener.
This is about the time I walk out of the bedroom.
We're leaving. Maintenance hatch, let's go.
Sweet. You guys move into the room to the maintenance hatch. You know, with the PDAT, you're able to access it. The circular shutter opens, and it's large enough for Rond. Rond being a roughneck, been for a while now, and Logan knows he can squeeze himself into there. It's not too tight, but it's tight. And you've seen on the map, give or take, that you know you can come out by the OB restaurant. So,
All right, Ron. Be my guest.
Ron would definitely go. If Gavin hasn't picked up the other thing, he would take that. But I'm assuming he has. The door.
the door
thing.
jack. Yep.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay, there it is.
I would give you the PDAT to Ron so you can navigate the tunnels just to the right place.
Oh, no, Jack. Oh, he's not going to drop it, so he'll be fine.
Famous last words.
I mean, everyone else has dropped one, so.
Lister, so the maintenance jack
I
has
was just
straps
trying to
that you can
catch
wear
one.
like a backpack.
Yep, I'll do that.
Righto, so order into the vents is Rond. Second in the vents is
I'd probably take up the rear in this particular situation.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm going to wait by the bedroom door just in case they blast through. I could send a few rounds their way to maybe slow them down. Close the bedroom door and lock it to give them a bit more of a slowdown kind of thing.
Sweet. So Ron can use the torch on the D-pad, on the data pad if he needs. Once you turn the torch on, you'll be rolling battery for that. Nessa's going to be behind Ron in this case if no one else objects.
Sounds good.
Who's behind Nessa? So you got Lister.
I probably would.
Okay, Steely.
And I'd probably have the light on my pistol on.
Sweet.
So I'd give him some light, but 2 people ahead of me, it wouldn't be a ton.
Okay.
So it'd be, I guess, up to him if he would need more light. So
Sweet. So we'll leave that up to Ron whether he turns on the PDAT light. And then after that will be Roughneck, Lister, and last of all, Kane. Is that our order? Ron, Nessa, Steely, Lister, Kane. Cool. Easy done. As you move into the vent, single file.
And I would have told Ron that once we're all inside to close off that hatch behind us.
Yes. Easy enough done.
Make sure we're not followed.
So, Ron, your skill in heavy machinery, what is your total skill? So, strength and heavy machinery together?
5.
5. Nice. Give me a roll of that, including any stress dice you might have right now.
Nothing on anything.
That's called a failure. It's not a critical failure, but it's still a failure. So, moving forward, do you turn the light on the PDAT to see?
Yes, you would.
So you turn the light on the PDAT. You will give me a... So the PDAT is 3. So give me a 3 dice roll, please. And you're looking for anything except for 1s.
5, 2, and 3.
Excellent. So the PDAT battery seems to be holding for now. As you turn the light on, you can see the circular venting as you crawling your way through the space towards the OV lounge. Oh, good. Someone moved it already. The OV lounge bar. I assume that's evil.
That was me.
As you're taking your time through these vents, you can hear behind you in the room you just come from as they've probably exploded the door open to the room you were just in. But you got, I guess, what you came for. And then it's right at that stage, Logan T. Ron, that you need to make an agility mobility roll in a cramped, I was going to say ventilation duct, in a cramped maintenance hatch as something comes hauling ass right at you. Agility mobility, please.
And stress?
Yep, that's including your stress dice.
One success on stress and 1 success on the other thing. The actual roll.
Okay, so that's good. So that's 2 successes. Well, it's actually 1 success because, successes on stress dice don't count for shit. But 1 success is a good success as this clawed spidery thing that hauls along the front tries to jump up at your face. You are quick enough with your mobility that it misses, goes over the top of your shoulder. And who's right behind you? But Nessa, she's going to make a
Holy crap.
of her
Space to
mobility
be in.
agility. Oh, she has 2 successes as this thing scrambles over her shoulder. The person behind her, this is why I was asking for order, is Steely. Steely, mobility agility roll as this thing is now scrambling person to person.
Mobility agility, that's 5.
And any stress you might have. Oh, beautiful.
1
success. As it scrambles over you to Lister. You know the role, Lister, for mobility agility.
So fucked.
Oh, you are not.
Oh,
hang on.
good.
You haven't rolled.
Yes.
You got no stress?
No stress. I'm fucking
you're the
chill as, man.
You are chill. And that leaves you. Last Kane as this thing is
leaves me.
scrambled across
Right.
everyone as fast as it can. Minimal space to remove. Uh-oh.
3 successes.
Oh, when you laughed, I thought, here it is.
I
As
was,
now,
I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I looked at my stress die and it was a 2. It was almost a 1. But no. Yeah.
Sweet. This thing is
successes
now
total.
behind you in this maintenance hatch. We are now back in initiative with Lister. You are first in the initiative. So, what are you doing? You know this thing's gone over your shoulder. It's hard to turn around, but you can. It is behind you on the back of your team. You've heard everyone. Lister's like, what the fuck is that? It's alive. And what are you doing, Lister?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, I can't really do shit in this small space. It's like I can turn around with a bolt gun and fucking ping this fucking thing, I don't reckon. More likely to just shoot Kane if I do that.
Absolutely. So that you'll need more successes for a harder scenario.
I think what he's going to do is he's going to sort of like try and like press himself against the bottom of the maintenance thing. So like there's less of him to fucking ping onto if it comes back our way.
Absolutely.
Self-preservation.
Okay, so I'll say that's your quick action. You've pressed yourself down face first into the ground and are holding tight. I'll say if you want to do a reaction or another action later, just call it out between turns. Okay, so that's you. Number 2 is Kane. You're next. It is right behind you, Kane. It's gone over your shoulder. You've fended it off, but you can feel it and you can hear it turning.
I think as it sort of scoots past me, it'd be like, what the fuck, realizing we've seen this thing dead in this other room, not knowing exactly what it's doing, how it attacks, just this large spider creature. I think he'd sort of turn onto his back, sort of flatten himself down, again draw his pistol and try and shoot it.
Nice. Okay, you flatten down, you draw your pistol, make that. So quick action is your movement, flatten yourself down and make your range combat roll to shoot it with your pistol.
5, 2 plus 2 for the pistol. 2 for that.
Oh, this is going to be loud.
It's a lot of die, and it's going to be loud in this space, definitely. It'd be just not a frenzied mag dump like it was before. It's a little bit
just
more
a single shot.
sort of maybe
Or a few
a
shots,
double tap. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3 successes out of all those dice. It was a lot of dice there.
Okay, that's some good successes. So you have...
I'm rolling like, what am I rolling? 7 my base plus 2 with my pistol, so that's 9 plus 2 with my stress.
No, that's real good. You have... Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. You have made your shots at it. At the... Where am I? What they call the face hugger, which we all know by now. And you see it skittering across the floor. It has speed 2. It's going to make a roll. As you're firing at it, you can see it weaving back and forth. Your shots are hitting the deck. You hit it, but it seems to be still moving at this point. That's it for you, Kane.
Pretty much, I think it's about all I can do in this moment.
Yep, that is indeed.
I'd probably yell out, "Keep moving!" And
It is
I'd
now-
try and sort of put myself up in between it and them, just firing, trying to keep it, give them a chance to keep moving.
Sweet. It's now its turn. It is going to make an attack. 2. It looks across you, and you're the closest to it, Kane. It's like it's chosen its host. It coming for you. It's got you see its tail hook, and it's going round trying to aim for your neck, and it just single-mindedly just rolls at you, very spider-like. You will suffer an instant stress and make 1 panic roll. So you take an extra stress dice and make a panic roll right now. So whatever your stress dice is.
So that's God, math 9, 11 plus 3. That's 14.
Holy shit! How many stress dice are you rolling?
3.
Oh yeah. So a single
3d6 plus
d6.
3. No,
No, just a single d6 plus 3. Okay, it's good. Yeah, no, do that again. Ooh, that's okay. As it's coming at you, and it didn't get you. It launches again, and it's now at whoever's behind you. So, okay, back to Lister. It's launched over you. You were its target, but this is enough to give you a nervous twitch. Something's going on with you, and you can think about that, what that twitch will be shortly in your next turn, I suppose.
No worries.
It is.
Am I able to react to this scooting past me hitting at Lister as well?
Yes, you have a reaction. Everyone has a
Reach out
reaction
and
as
grab
well.
his tail.
Sweet.
As it scoots past me, just try and make it harder for it to attack Lister.
Cool. Give me the close combat.
Might not be good for my stress. Oh no, I'm good. 2 successes.
2 successes. You grab its tail, so when it attacks Lister, it will be 2 dice down on attacking Lister because Lister's its next target, assuming it gets to that point. Sweet, that was its turn. So 1, 2, 3. So 4. Rond. Logan T. Rond, you're up, man. And you can see that in this tight corridor with a few people behind you, it looks like to you that Kane's grabbed this thing by the tail as it's trying to launch at Lister's face now. Change targets again. What are you doing?
Well, Logan would be pretty squashed in the vent, so
Absolutely.
He would be taking the advice to continue moving forward.
You continue moving forward, moving away from the rest of the team at this stage.
In general, there's about 3 people between him and it, so again, he's not really going to have the ability to do anything.
Absolutely.
Tight vent.
No, that's a premium choice to stay, A, to stay alive, and B, that's about all you can do. So you just keep moving forward in the vent towards the OV, hoping that if you can get out of the vent, you can get away from these guys. I assume that's what he's hoping.
He's not a little person, so turning around in a tight vent.
Oh, you ain't turning around in here. You're the one guy who's probably not turning around in here. Actually, most of them won't be turning around easily anyway. I will say that's just your quick move is to move forward. You do have a reaction left and an action if the thing gets back to you. So 4, 5. Steely, you're up. You can see this. You're not too far out of the way. But Lister is right in front of you or behind you, and Kane's grabbed this thing's tail.
So Lister's laying face down.
Absolutely.
And
towards your ass.
Back to, right.
Because you're all sort of single file facing the same way, right?
Right. And that's where. So are we? We're crawling through this, correct?
On your hands and knees, yeah. You can't stand. You're definitely crawling for sure. You can roll over and sort of face the other way and roll back, but turning around is very difficult.
I'm wondering if so if I laid down and kind of did a fetal position to be face to face with Lister, would I be able to kind of crawl over him?
Absolutely. Yep. So that will take a little bit of. So that's probably your fast action's free. Probably your long action. So you've sort of twisted yourself around into fetal mode, and you're now over top of Lister's sort of face area. You're covering him like a grenade cover or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Would a quick action be using a hammer?
Absolutely. Yep. Quick action's a hammer for sure. Quick swing of the hammer.
So I'd swing the hammer at this thing.
Okay, man, do that close combat. You got it. Lister, you're being protected by the Marine, and he swings his hammer.
1 success.
Ooh, nice.
Stress, but they don't matter.
Kane, you've got your hand over top of this thing as it's leapt past you towards Lister. Lister's face down, but it wants to scuttle onto his back. You grab its tail as it swings down above Lister's back, and the hammer comes swinging across. Whereabouts do you catch this thing? On its main body, a finger, or near the tail end?
I'd say the main body. It's easy.
The main body.
It's swinging in the air. I'm coming over the top.
Boom, you come over the top, bam, smack it down towards Lister. You gash it open, and Lister, you're directly beneath it. You're going to make a agility mobility to see where this acid lands, man.
Yeah. That ain't nothing.
Nothing. So I just rolled a 1. So you take a single acid damage as it's dropped onto your back, and you can feel it. It's missed the maintenance jack, thankfully, and is now burning through your shirt into your skin or your jacket or your jersey, and you take a single health damage as that's happening. The face hugger is damaged. It does not look good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is now its second turn. It gets a turn before top of the round again. It makes a single strike. It is on top of Lister, but now Steely is on top of Lister as well. So it sees you, you've sort of turned around, as you said, in your fetal position. You've swung it with a hammer. Your hands are clear of your face. You do have a reaction as it makes an attack. 2. Okay, so this little monster has come for its target, and now your face is close. It lashes out with its wicked tail, and it attacks you.
I've got its tail.
That is a good point. I will say,
It could probably reach 3, I guess, but
no, you've got its tail. I said it will have less 2 on its damage dice. So normally it makes an attack with its tail, but this time it's just trying to grab with its fingers because you have its tail and it hasn't tried to break 3. It makes a single attack with 2 base dice because it's losing 2. As it lashes out with its little claws trying to grab at your face like this, and it misses completely. You take no damage and suffer anything else from that. It is top of the round. Lister, you're up again. You have a person sort of over top of your front half. You can feel acid burning in your back.
Can I sense where this thing is in all?
You can feel it. It's down low on your back. It's kind of like base of your spine.
Oh, it looks so cool. Maybe I'll give him a hug.
Actually, I should grab mine. I've got the fucking one.
I just gave you a tramp stamp of acid.
An acid tramp stamp.
I'm wondering if I might be able to roll over and like get the bolt gun and maybe like just press it into it and.
Absolutely, man. Rolling over was your fast action. Bolt gun will be your long action, and give me that. So it'll be a ranged combat. I would say it's pretty damn close. So ranged combat's going to be less one of your black die, but you still get all your other dice.
Yeah, which isn't much anyway.
Because it's on you. If it wasn't on you, you'd be.
Yeah, it's 2.
2.
Come on.
Oh, fuck. It was so close.
So with the pistol, actually, that's a good point. I didn't mention this before. The pistol shot goes off when Kane fired, and this whole maintenance shaft rings with audible craziness. And then now the bolt gun. Yeah, that's tinnitus for sure. Unfortunately, you missed it, but you've rolled yourself sort of over. Steely's still sort of crouching over top of you, trying to protect you, so you still have face cover, which is good for you. It is now Nessa's turn. She's going to do the same thing with her bolt gun. She's 1 in front of you, 2 in front of you. Miss. She's 1, 4, 4. And that's a nothing on normal dice. So she fires her bolt gun. Nothing. Just purchases on nothing down this little corridor. This little thing doesn't look too good, and it's spurting acid from sort of one leg, but it's still hauling around. That was Lister. That was Nessa. Kane, you're up.
I've got this thing by its tail.
You do indeed.
With my prosthetic arm.
You have it gripped good and proper.
I'm going to try and pull it back towards me, but against the side of this maintenance tunnel.
Yes.
To try and sort of pin it against the side, and again, knowing now what these guys bleed, seeing this happening, I want to make sure that when I shoot this, that no one's going to get hit with the spray from it or anything like that. So I'm sort of moving away, pulling away from them by pulling it with me, and trying to pin it to the side.
So for your long action, I'll say it's close combat strength to pull it back and then slam it down away from everyone, and then your quick action is a single shot.
2 successes on the strength.
It's going to, with its reaction, oppose strength with you. It is not very strong, but it's going to try. I better bring its sheet up, otherwise I won't be able to see shit. 2 successes. What did you get? Okay, so you pull it towards yourself, and it gets the same amount of successes. You get it to you, but you don't get it away from the others enough in this stage as it fights back with its tail lashing.
Well,
I will say
that's the case, then I don't think he'd risk taking the shot.
I will say, Kane, that because it's got the same as you, you do get it to where you want to take the shot, but its tail is off. So if you miss the shot, it's coming for you. How's that?
That seems fair. I'm going to... No, I probably won't need to. We'll see what happens here. I was going to use Reckless, but I think I'll wait just in case. I don't need it.
Beauty.
4 successes on that shot. Just pinpoint.
Yep, and 4 successes is more than enough. It can't defend that. It's used its reaction. So as you now, couple of clean shots into it, the acid sprays, hits the maintenance shaft edges, and everything sort of calms down now that this thing has stopped. And right there is where we'll call the session tonight, as you're in the maintenance shaft amid crazy going on. Well done, team. No one did yet, but she's been a couple of close calls.
Just to add to that, Ian, too, that again, because what I know about the lore in the movies, that acid burning through the maintenance hatch metal and stuff, that's going to be causing some pretty toxic fumes as well in this small area. So it's going to be a little bit of coughing and spluttering going on, especially from Kane right now. He's literally right there breathing the shit in. So
sweet. Otherwise, well done, team. You've made your way quarter way around the station and got yourself into a couple of spots of trouble, but still managing to survive.
Do you need me to make another ammo roll?
Oh, yes. Anyone who fired a weapon needs to make an ammo roll. Let's do that before we stop. So firing a bolt gun and firing... So you just make your...
I'm down 1 mag.
I think it's 3. I actually can't remember. I think each weapon's different, but we'll just say make a 3 dice roll. And I think you include your stress dice on those as well. Any ones count as lesser mag.
Yep.
You just don't roll for panic.
Just down 1 mag.
Down 1 mag, sweet.
I haven't shot at all.
I don't think we rolled for magazines or anything when we started.
They list them on... Oh, it might be...
weapon?
Nah, it's in my book, I think. I believe it's either 3, 4, or 5. Most things start with batteries are the same. Things with batteries usually 5. I believe weapons are 3, so we'll say 3.
Okay, I'll put that down in my list of things so I remember. So I'm down to 2 mags.
Yep. So anyone who's got a magazine for anything, it should be 3. You can just knock it down if you've lost it. Sorry, what was that? Who rolled? Was that Lister?
Yeah, I didn't get any ones.
Sweet. So your mag's all right still. Cool. Okay.
I haven't shot.
You didn't get a shot?
I haven't shot yet, so
Oh, sweet. Nice.
I've been using my hammer.
Just your torch and your hammer. That's perfect. And I don't think Ron's shot any weaponry either. He's got a stun baton waiting to be used. No, excellent team. So everyone gets, and I'm working this out before game. I think we'll just sit with a 3 average because we haven't got too many more games left. No. So 3 experience this round, which should probably put most of you back to 4.
Yes, does indeedy.
Beauty. That's the end of session 3, is it?
It is the end of session 3. Thank you very much, chat, for hanging out. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. If you're only just stopping by and have missed it, it will end up on YouTube in the next couple of days, as is all previous sessions. So keep an eye out for that on the YouTube. Exclamation point socials in the chat will bring up the YouTube link. Otherwise, you can just search Evil Doer on YouTube. And it'll also come up in the Discord as well. So that is the end of session 3. Thank you very much to Game Mother, aka Baz, for another awesome session, and to our players Dill Cripple, Drax, and Mystic Grimithy. Awesome RP guys. Another great game. We're not dead yet, but it's coming. I can almost guarantee it. If we survive this, I'll be surprised. But a lot of fun, enjoying it. Don't forget, 2 weeks' time, we'll be back with another episode of Land of the Lost and another episode of Alien-Avariya in 2 weeks. And then once Alien-Avariya is finished, within a few weeks after that, end of September-ish, we'll be looking at session 0 for our Vampire the Masquerade story. Keep an eye out for that one as well. All that information will end up in the Discord. And on that note, we're going to say good night, have fun, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.